Hi everyone. So, I'm sure you've all heard the news, you've read the title of this video, you know what it's about. I've basically been going back and forth all day yesterday and today about whether or not I even wanted to make a video about this, if I had anything to say, what I wanted to say, what the point of it all was. And honestly, I still don't really know. But I thought I'd just, I don't know, turn on my microphone and start recording and see what came out, because at the end of the day, I don't really have anyone in my real life to talk to about this, and I have a lot of feelings, a lot of strong feelings, a lot of sad, angry feelings, and I just wanted to come in and get them out. For those of you who don't know, FX is what I consider to be my alt group. They are the first K-pop group that I ever really got into, the first group that I stand, and knowing that Sulli, someone who was responsible for introducing me to a genre of music that's given me so much joy in my life, it just breaks my heart to know that she was suffering so much. I feel like, in general, K-pop idols, they give and they give and they give. They give so much of themselves. They give up their identity. They give up their individuality. They give up their freedom of choice and speech, and they give it all up so that we, the consumers, can have really great music and performances and all kinds of other fun things to enjoy. And it's really unfortunate that we live in a society where big corporations like SM Entertainment will take these young, talented people with so much to give and just keep taking and taking and taking until they have nothing left. It's just an awful situation, really. This girl has been in the public eye since she was 11 years old, and never, never in all of that time was there a point where people stopped hating on her. Never was there a point where people praised her just for being herself. It was always people praising her because she was pretty, people praising her because she stayed quiet, people praising her because they thought she was a sweet little innocent angel. I think it's a really big problem that a lot of consumers, obviously not everyone that consumes K-pop, but a lot of people, they feel some sick sense of entitlement over these human beings. This sense of, we own your life and you have to act the way that we want you to, and you have to hold yourself to this particular standard. Otherwise, we won't care about you or support you or something. I don't even know. I think the most heartbreaking thing about this turn of events in general is the fact that it was so preventable. If there was less of a stigma around mental health, if she had had more awareness and resources available to her, had people online been more kind and understanding and taken her more seriously, if SM Entertainment had taken her more seriously, if she hadn't lived in a culture that didn't care about her as a person, but more as a commodity there to make money and to look pretty. Even though I know that I personally couldn't have prevented this tragedy, I can't help but wonder, like, if I had been on her live streams showering her with love and support, if I had commented on her pictures saying how much I appreciated her, would that have made a difference? Could I have helped? And I know that that's a toxic way of thinking, and I don't think anybody else should think that way either. But it's hard not to when you see something like this. You know, it really makes you wish you'd appreciated that person more while they were still there. You know, I keep finding myself just like randomly getting these twinges of sadness. And then I remember it's not just any K-pop star that died. It's Sulli from FX, your favorite group in the entire world. And I don't know. I guess growing up, I never really understood why people got so upset when their favorite celebrities passed away. Like, you didn't know them personally. It's not like they were your friend. They didn't even know you existed. But I get it now. I really do. I don't know. I'm just so heartbroken. It's such a sad, sad situation. And I just really don't understand why this all happened, because with Jonghyun, it was a tragedy, of course. It was an awful, awful, awful day for the entire K-pop community. But it should have been a message. It should have been a wake-up call, you know? Like, one death can be, as awful as it sounds, one death can be considered a coincidence. Like, maybe they didn't know just how bad his depression had gotten, right? But two deaths relatively close together with the same underlying cause, that's a pattern. And I don't want to speculate because I don't work for SM Entertainment. I don't know what kind of care they're giving their artists. But the fact that they've had these two deaths back to back from the same underlying cause, that tells me that there is something horribly, horribly wrong with their system. I refuse to believe that they didn't know that Sulli was severely depressed. They knew it back in 2015 when she suspended activities with FX, and they knew it now. Even their fans knew it. It was not a secret at all. She was crying out for help just about every opportunity that she got. I'm not saying that her idle activities or workload necessarily led to her depression, because anybody can have depression, you know, anybody from any walk of life. But it can have helped the situation, right? Like, just imagine being in the public eye while you're going through personal hardships and having trouble, like, getting out of bed in the morning, and then you have to go film a drama, you have a photo shoot in the afternoon, you barely get any sleep, everybody's looking at you and saying things about you and leaving nasty comments and spreading nasty rumors. Like, what an awful, horrible situation to be in. And why SM didn't do anything about it, I'll never understand. And now, in addition to being sad and heartbroken over Sully's passing, I'm also worried about other idols. Like, there are so many others who've expressed dissatisfaction with the way their lives have gone. People who say they feel sad and empty inside. People who say that they feel like slaves to their music or their companies. Like, how many people have to die before real lasting changes are made? As I mentioned, the whole situation's awful. It makes me feel bad, genuinely bad, for supporting this company and this industry, and I know I shouldn't feel that way because at the end of the day, I'm trying to support these artists who work so hard and give so much of themselves. But it really sucks the way they're treated, the way companies handle them, and the whole system just needs to be ripped apart and redone. Um, yeah, that's basically all I have to say about it. If you or anyone you know is struggling with depression or thoughts of suicide, please, 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 please do reach out for help. I know that when you're in that state of mind, it can be hard to see anything past the pain and suffering that you're feeling. But just know that death is not the answer. It's never the answer. Death is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. No matter how sad and miserable and low you feel, there will be brighter days coming. You just need to stay alive and get to them, okay? If you or anyone needs them, there will be hotlines available in the description of this video. Or you can just leave a comment if you feel like you need to talk to somebody. I will talk to you. I hope that you all have such a wonderful day filled with love and appreciation and respect, because you deserve it. Everyone deserves it. Be kind to one another. Tell the people you love them. Okay? Have a good day, everyone. Bye.